Hello everybody. Hello. Welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. We are here doing the next 2 weeks for Leo, my lovely Leos. So first of all, let me just say, I'm forgetting since I've been doing so many videos, that I was trying to do weekly videos for every sign, but I just got super overwhelmed with doing that, and I couldn't keep up with it, and doing other videos my guides wanted me to do, and working outside the home and taking care of other business and all the things that were going on. I was just like, oh man, I committed to this and now I can't keep up with it. That's why I did a January energies video for every sign, to give me some time to figure out how I can go forward and still give each sign, a reading or two every month. So what I came up with, and my guides suggested and everything, is that I will do a video, a couple videos a month for each individual sign. I'm not going to commit to a time or when it's going to be released or uploaded, I should say, or any of that. I'm just going to do a couple videos a month for each sign, and it will be a 2-week, like what's coming up in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so maybe if I get to the point I can do the first half of the month and the second half of the month, but sometimes I can't fit that in my schedule depending on all the other things that are going on. Okay, so this is going to be for the next 2 weeks for the beautiful Leos. And I use the King Arthur spray. This is a new spray that my husband, a Leo, gave me for Christmas. King Arthur and the Holy Grail, Return of Camelot. And so I use that, and so then I'm using the, excuse me, the Wisdom of Avalon and the Enchanted Map Oracle. Those were the ones I was guided. And then I'm going to use the Red Dragon deck for the tarot portion of the video. Red Dragon, Pendragon, King Arthur. I think the name of it is the Llewellyn deck. It's the one that has all of the Welsh artwork, Welsh traditions, Welsh tales in it. So, okay, we'll finish that. I was just shuffling. Okay, so first of all, I want to say this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope that you find something helpful in here, something that resonates, but do remember that this is general and this is for the next couple of weeks. Coming up, what's coming up for my Leos? Number 1, Bone Collector. And this is like a very happy person sitting in a circle holding a peacock feather. There is a clock in there. There are some skulls. There's a duck flying through the air, a lantern. There's so much going on in this card. But there is also, around this person's head, is this golden sphere. It looks like of frequencies. I'm not sure exactly because I don't think it describes that. It tells the meaning. But anyhow, in the circle with him or her is a rabbit and I think a squirrel. It's hard to tell. But then the rest of the card is all sand dunes. So it is quite a beautiful card. It's quite a striking card, honestly. And this is a Colette Baron Reid deck. And I like to use the messages that she has channeled for the meanings of the cards. Number 1. 1 is beginning. New, beginning, something new, a new path, a new job, a new way of being, a new way of thinking. You are whole and have everything you need within, my Leos. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation similar to the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. The Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities, Leo. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. So this is a time to reclaim your whole self, your whole soul, bring back the fractals, bring back the pieces, anything that was damaged in your youth. Now, an example I can give you, and they don't do this all the time. When I was younger, my best friend moved away after 6th grade, and I was really devastated by that. We had been best friends from 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, so 3 years. We were very similar. We were nerds. We always used to be able to leave class to work in the library, and so when she left, I had to start junior high, or what's now called middle school, by myself. And I got teased a lot. I got picked on. So I became very scared about going to school. Once I got to school and I was in my classes, I would excel there. But walking to and from school, just being out at recess, just any of that stuff. And so for a long time, that affected me. Being around people and situations that I didn't know was really difficult because I was conditioned to think, well, I don't know them. They don't know me. Are they going to pick on me? They won't like me, blah, blah, blah. So I needed to get past that. Obviously now, years and years and years, decades later, I don't still feel that way. But I spent years being nervous and anxious about everything. You have everything you believe you lack, and the Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. So Leos, whatever past wounds that you have, there can be a number one new start to, free yourself from those limitations, right? To free yourself from those limitations. That's a good way of putting it, Spirit. Thank you. And then the wisdom of the Avalon, we have the water fairy, feelings and emotions. Now, these tie greatly together because number one, this is a number 10. It's a 28, which is a 10. So 1 being the beginning, 28 being the completion of a cycle. Feelings and emotions. And those do come into play when we're thinking about our wounded selves and things that have happened to us and how we react to things. It's a very emotional thing, right? It's a visceral thing. Feelings and emotions. When the water fairy swims up to you with her liquid magic, she reminds you that emotions and feelings may be running the show. She asks you to consider how you really feel about things and why. She also reminds you that you are not your feelings. You are the one experiencing them. Remember that as water flows, emotions change. The water fairy also tells you that it's time to lose your rigidity. Be fluid and willing at times to compromise and allow change to happen. So in order to change these old ways of thinking and feeling, we have to open up and allow the feelings to flow. We need to deal with those feelings in order to heal from them so that we can take back our power, take back our fractals, our bits of soul that we have lost when we were in those situations where we didn't feel safe, didn't feel protected, So we can't be rigid about it. We have to open up and experience, even if it means that we experience, we're looking at it with adult eyes now. So when I look back at that now, I think, of course, wow, I want to give that little girl a hug, number one. Number two, I'm thinking, jeepers, maybe if you had just stood up for yourself once, that would have stopped. But I didn't have any of those skills. I didn't have any of those tools, right? So as an adult, when we look back at some of the things that have wounded us in our childhood especially, there are ways that we can heal from that. Hypnosis is a great way to do it. Getting an introspective hypnosis session with Antonio Sangio is what I did. He's in North Carolina, and he doesn't do his sessions online, I don't think. He might. I'm not sure. But I went and did an in-person introspective hypnosis healing session. That is where you're healing things that have happened in this current life. And it was very beneficial. There are other, QHHT and BQH and, past life regressions, and all of those are good. But if you want to heal something that has happened to you in this life, introspective hypnosis is the way to go. And incidentally, while I was there, I wasn't there for any past life anything, but a past life did come up. And sure enough, it had something to do with my anxiety and fear. Go figure, right? I was there to heal some of those things, and that past life of Paul came through. Very interesting. All right. What do we have? The Two of Cups, the Justice card, the King of Swords. Oops. What flipped over there? The Star. Yay. Hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. All right, Leos. Yes. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, that is good. That is abundance and success. Happiness. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Pentacles. I love it for you. I love it for you, Leos. And of course, Leo is my rising sign, so I'm going to go back and listen to this. I don't remember, when I'm done with the video, I really don't remember what was in it. I have to go back and listen to it because I'm in channel mode and I'm, saying what my guides are telling me to say. I'm not fully 100% Lisa when I'm doing this, so I have to go back. Ace of Cups. Feelings coming out. Emotion. All right, so Two of Cups. This is, like I said, the Pendragon deck. Justice. I'm going to make room. The King of Swords. I think of that a lot as Aquarius energy. And funny enough, the Star is the next one. Can you see him if I do that? Yeah, okay. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. Wonderful cards. Okay. So the first card, remembering, bone collector, wounded, feelings and emotions flowing with water. What do we have? The Two of Cups. This is partnership. It can be choice as well. In this deck, they show it as, partners, each with a cup in their hand. But they are enclosed in these vines. Even though the vines have flowers, how are they trapping themselves there? Are they carrying their wounds from the past and hiding it from the other? So they've never given this to me like this before, okay, Leos? So this must have something to do with this reading at this time. So she is holding her cup there behind his back, and he is holding his cup there behind her back. What's in those cups? Excuse me. What emotion is in those cups that is sort of trapping them because they're not being fully and totally maybe truthful about some of their wounds and some of their worries and some of their anxieties? Wow, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we have Lady of the Fountain, Justice. Oh wow, her cape has like peacock feathers on it. Do we have a peacock? Okay, second card with peacock feathers in it. That could mean something to some of you, but this is number 11. 11 is a very magical number to me. It is a very powerful number. It is a master number. Lady of the Fountain, Justice. This can be Libra. If you have Libra in your chart, this is just telling you, yes, this reading is for you. Justice, right? She has a sword of truth. She has a scale. Let me just see. I'm trying to see what the scale is hooked to because it looks like there's a vine going from the scale all the way up the tree and down. So cool. These cards are so friggin' beautiful. So some balance is needed, Leos. Some balance is needed. Let me tell each card and then we'll go back through. King of Swords. This another sword, single sword, I usually read as truth. Okay, so you have a feminine sword and a masculine sword, balancing the two, the feminine, the masculine, balancing the feelings and emotions with the wounds, etc. Balancing the, okay, they're giving me more. So balancing what is hidden and what you share, balancing your private self and how much you let someone in on that kind of thing. Thank you, Spirit. Never had that before. So King of Swords, as I said, I usually feel like this is Aquarius. Intelligent, sometimes brutally honest. Sometimes Aquarians will say things that they don't really think that they're going to be hurtful. They just think, well, this is facts. This is the truth. This is how it is. And sometimes that's hard to take because they can be kind of steely, right? So this can sometimes be, it can be an accountant, a lawyer, somebody good with numbers, a highly intelligent person. And the very next card is the Aquarius card, the Star. The Star. This is number 7. Sevens are reflection. The Star is hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled, right? She's standing there by the lake. Just look at all this. She's not pouring anything back in the lake, but she does have jugs at her feet that are empty because she knows that she can refill them. Yeah. And I love how there's that beautiful star in the sky, like the North Star. North Star Energy Healing. Me. This is Bronwyn, in case any of you want to look up. And I don't remember all the stories. When I first was studying this deck, I did remember a lot more than I do now because I didn't study all of the cards because my guides were like, okay, enough studying. Get to using the cards. But I just wanted to understand what was behind the making of the deck. I'm very curious when people make a deck, why do they do it and why do they do it a certain way? And, you know, I don't know. That's just an interest to me. 10 of Pentacles. In this card, it is all the 10 Pentacles up here on this banner. You see all the joy and happiness, people talking, children, animals, somebody horseback riding. You see, oh, that's funny. So there's 9 Pentacles here and then there's 1 on the table. I never noticed that before. But there's plenty of food, people, just a community, right? There's apples, I think, is what's up there. It could be apples or peaches, but whatever it is, this is the card of abundance. This is the card of abundance, my lovely Leos. So it looks like over the next 2 weeks, you're going to be feeling abundantly fulfilled, right? You're going to be feeling like you have everything you need. You have beautiful shelter and food and warmth and love and all of those things. And that's magnificent. I love that that follows the Star card because this Star card is literally hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. And then you see the 10 of Pentacles following. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. And then you have the Ace of Cups. Now in this deck, the Ace of Cups doesn't look like it does in the deck that I usually use. This is an overflowing cup. This is overflowing love, nurturing, emotion. You see the beautiful lilies on the pond there, the beautiful hand just holding that cup, which is overflowing with love and emotion. The card is beautiful, right? Aces symbolize new beginnings. So will you be having a new beginning in loving and nurturing of yourself maybe? Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we started with 1, the Bone Collector, talking about the wounded child. We end with Ace, which is 1 and 1. In the middle is 10. So there are things that you need to close the chapter on, Leos. There are things that you're going to complete and get done with, okay? 10s are a completion of a cycle, of a journey, of something, okay? So you do have that here in your reading. So the cycle, so let's just take this, for instance, the Bone Collector one, the wound, right? 10, the 10, the Water Fairy, is healing that wound with love, is calling back to you everything that you have lost or thought you had lost, but you have it all. The Bone Collector has saved it for you, right? And then, so using the water fairies' feelings and emotions and flowing like water and loving, okay? And then being able to be honest with your partner, whoever that is. I'm going to say this is not a work partner, okay? This is somebody who's your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, lover, whoever. That it's time to stop hiding your fears or your wounds from them. It's like, meeting somebody and dating, and you don't just go on the first date and say, oh, well, I've been divorced twice, blah, blah, blah. No, you kind of hold that back until the time is right, until you know that that conversation can happen in a loving way and, be received that way. And then you have justice, right? The balance, balancing things out, okay? Then you have those two, what I'm going to say, Aquarius cards, the King of Swords, truth, right? Truth. There's so many themes running through here, Leos. And we're already at 20 minutes, and I was aiming to keep all of these at 15. But so there are so many themes running in here, I just can't ignore it, okay? The completion of cycles and the starting of new cycles, right? The tens and the ones. The two swords of truth there. The two of cups with what you're holding back on. If there's something you haven't told your husband or your wife, especially if you're in a committed relationship, I'm not talking about dating for 6 weeks, but if there's something that you've never told them that you feel is a reason why you are the way you are or why you're triggered by certain things, I would really encourage you to have that conversation, get that truth out there, get that out of your closet, right? Pull that out so that you can pull your soul back in, okay? My husband that I have now, I think there's nothing I haven't told him that I can think of. This is the first relationship I've ever had where I've been completely honest about things that I've done, things I've been through, things that have been done to me, all of it. He knows everything about me. And it's such a great feeling knowing that it's a pure love. Now, I don't know if I know everything about him. He's a Leo, so he's probably going to listen to this. I don't know if he's told me everything about him or himself, or because, he's a man, he's more masculine, and he's a Leo. He's like, look at me. Well, I'm not saying him, but Leos don't want to present themselves as a wounded child, right? They want to present themselves as a lion, strong, with courage. Okay, so I'm just trying to see what the other things, or if there are other things that Spirit wants to bring through. Just that this beautiful life is one that you can have, but you can't have it without truth. And this Ace of Cups can be a new, nurturing, loving beginning in truth if there are things that you need to share, okay, with your partner, spouse, or whatever. Now, this is a reading for the next 2 weeks. So, Leos, something may come up where it's a time where you can share whatever it is you need to share with your partner, spouse. I'm saying that it's with your committed partner, okay, for that part of it. Now, that part of the reading may not be for everyone, okay? If it's not, you can leave it. You can take the other parts of this reading, right? Swords of Truth, Abundance, Ace of Cups, new beginning in nurturing and loving kindness, right? It could be a new relationship, but it can be turning over a new leaf with your current partner. Yellow Light. This is the main Oracle deck. That's number 27, which is a 9. Yellow Light. Here is a need for caution. It is time to slow down and breathe. Trust the light of intuition, and soon you'll be back up to speed. Okay, so you may need to stop and think about what you're going to share and when. Okay, or there could be, with that new beginning, you may need to take a breath, take a moment to assess things, right? Also, if you're going to deal with healing your wounded child, you may need to also go into kind of meditation and maybe hermit mode, I say. Meditation, quiet, just think about it and approach it slowly. Approach it with caution, right? Approach it with caution. Approach it slowly so that you don't have to relive the feelings of it, but you can understand it as now an adult, okay? Leos, this is quite a reading. I really felt like there was another card. All right, let me give them a shuffle. If nothing comes out this time, then we'll move on to the Animal Oracle. There's a lot of information here, Leos. A lot of information. Okay. Is there another card from this deck? Oh, boy. Yeah, I thought there were... Oh, my God, there's 4 cards. Okay, hang on. Let me just see out of these cards. I don't think they want all 4. This was the one that I was really... Let me check these other 3. Okay, do you want any? No. Okay, no, that's what I thought. Because one came out and then the other 3 kind of fell out. So I'm not surprised that's how it ended up. Okay, Steam Heat. This is number 6. Sixths are harmony. Here may be... Oh, wait a minute. Did I show you this? Don't. I was reading it when it was sitting down there. Here is a need for caution. It is time to slow down and breathe. Trust the light of intuition, and soon you'll be back up to speed. Really need to tune into your intuition, Leos, okay? And then Steam Heat, number 6. Here may be a pressing situation. Here may be a wrinkle, perhaps. Here may be a chance to smooth things over. Here may be romance. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, a pressing situation maybe is the healing that needs to take place, right? Or the talk that needs to take place. Maybe a little wrinkle in things, but a chance to smooth things over, okay? And maybe romance, which... we have with that Ace of Cups, right? Wow, Leos. Okay. You can have romance even if you're in a committed relationship, right? Because romance doesn't have to go out the window just because you're married, you know, or you've been with somebody for years. March 5th will be 15 years that Jeff and I have been together. We haven't been married for 15 years, but March 5th of 2010... was our first date where we watched. We didn't go anywhere. He came over. We had known each other for 9 months. He came over and we watched Robin Hood, the series. I don't remember what it might have been called. Robin of Locksley. It was a series that was really, really good until they changed Guinevere to be a blonde, and then I didn't like it anymore. We both like that show, though. We like medieval stuff. That's why we got married in medieval clothing. Pronghorn, action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay, well... here we have stop and breathe, and here we have action. So that means that for some of you, and you're going to have to call on your own intuition, for some of you, it's time to stop. If they're saying stop, look and listen. Stop, look and feel your intuition to see if it's time to act on whatever it is, you know, that you're thinking of acting on. Raccoon, inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. I love this card. It's so cute, isn't it? A raccoon family looking at the butterfly kind of hanging off the log there. Inventor. Decide on what you really want, Leos. Decide on what you really want. Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. We've gone almost 30 minutes on a video I planned to be 15. But I would love it if you would like the video so it can get going around YouTube. If you haven't subscribed and you like my style of reading, I would be absolutely honored if you would subscribe. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.